The Red Hot Chili Peppers are an American rock band who were formed in LA in 1982. They have four members, two of whom are original, and they've had a good number of previous members. Two original members are Anthony Kiedis, who's the singer, and Flea, who is their bassist. They have sold over 120 million records worldwide. They're one of the best-selling bands in the world ever, and they have released 13 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan. This was the eighth album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, not to be confused with the Red Hot Chili Pipers, who I have an album by. And I think it's my first listen to this album, but it's far from my first encounter with them. And I think I certainly knew three of the songs on the album. I might have recognized a fourth. So I knew By the Way, which is the first track, and Zephyr Song and Can't Stop, which are in the middle. I found the album a bit surprising because it was mellower and less heavy than I imagined it would be for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's quite poppy in some ways because it's quite immediate. The songs are quite memorable and easy um, to get hold of in your brain. When you hear them a second time, you recognize them from before. There's not a lot of Lee's signature slap bassy stuff. And apparently, he wasn't very happy about not having enough creative input into the album. And occasionally, I'd say they veer into a kind of almost REM territory in terms of the kind of rock they're doing. Mostly it's bass guitar, drums, and singing. Sometimes there's harmonies going on in the singing. There are a few songs with other things added in. There's a mellotron, apparently, at one point. There's one song with strings in, at least one song. And Flea gets to play his trumpet on one of the tracks. It's a lesser known fact that Flea is a trumpeter as well as a bassist. Zephyr Song is probably one of the mellowest, but there are quite a few that are like that. On the kind of faster and slightly heavier side, there's Can't Stop is fairly up. By the way, has got kind of quiet and louder sections. There's one that has a kind of a bit more of a Latino feel to it. There's not a lot of rap, which is generally good in a good thing in my book. Yeah, it's quite long. It's most definitely commercial. It's got a lot of mass appeal. The songs that, as I say, are recognisable, and I quite enjoyed it. I feel like, as I said, it was a bit unusual, and I know that when they made it, it was thought of as being a departure from earlier sound. So I'm not, I've got some more of their albums to come, and I'll see whether I enjoy them more when they're in their earlier stuff. But we'll see. I did get, by the way, stuck in my head, but I'm not sure it would be. I would say it was in a good way. It got slightly irritating after a while, but it is a reasonably good album. I thought, yeah, it's somewhat lukewarm reception now from me. Um, and as always, I'd like to invite you to tell me what you think of the album. So please do leave a comment in the comments. And that's it from me for now.